Hello, and welcome to the next episode of the Pokemon Yellow Randomized Nuzlocke. We've made some progress, some decent progress. We just got through Dark Cave. I did some research in between episodes, and technically the next level block is getting as far you can through Pokemon Tower. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna start by going through Pokemon Tower as far as we can. Because the rival here, his highest level is 25, and Erica's highest level is 32. So we also know our level cap for Erica. And with all the grinding we've done, we won't need to grind very much to get through Erica. So honestly, what I might do is, because our level cap is 32, I'm not going to do any, like, extracurricular grinding, right? This might be a very eventful episode. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get to the top of this tower, and then I'm going to immediately do my best to avoid as many trainers as I can, but go beat up Erica, I think, is the next step. So we might have a decent little episode going here, and I'm totally down for it. I might, at some point, you might see a transitional screen, because I might look up what Giovanni's levels are, because you do face Giovanni underneath the game corner, and I just probably want to see what level Giovanni's at in that encounter, just so that, as best I can, yeah, you might see me cut and just check on Giovanni's levels at some point. Ammonite, we go to Instinct. Dozen and Instinct are just kind of destroying this battle for me, which is fine. Instinct needs the experience, because Instinct and KFC are experience hogs, and again, and then he had two Machamps. Dozen, Minaj, and Patrick I want levels on, because I need them to level up, get moves, and I can eventually evolve Dozen and Patrick. So interesting that he had two Machamps. I knew he was going to have one because I was a starter. But so we're going to get to the top of this tower, battle all the trainers on the way, try to grab all the items on the way. But there is, we can't go all the way up because we don't have the Sylph Scope, which we won't get until we get to the game corner. So, again, we're going to get as high as we can, which is pretty high. You can get right up to right before the end of this area. You have to do this area because you have to save Mr. Fuji at the top, and Mr. Fuji gives you the Pokeflute, so you can wake up the Snorlaxes that are preventing you from progressing towards Fuchsia. I believe it's Fuchsia that you get the Koga's Gym and the Wilderness Safari that's down there. Safari Zone. Instinct's 31. Yeah, this whole thing is kind of a creepy area of the game, and they don't even try to hide it. Like, all these people are just apparently possessed. There's this ghost that you can't ID or catch, and if you try to attack it, it just says to go away, and yeah, it's kind of a creepy little piece. Plus, it's one of the sadder pieces. I don't know if you've ever watched the Pokemon Generations animation. It's official. It's like made by Pokemon. It was on Pokemon TV. Pokemon TV, I know, was shutting down. I don't know if it's shut down right now, but it's on its way out. I don't know where else you might be able to see it on the YouTube channel of Pokemon, but there's a fairly sad episode that involves the Pokemon Tower, and it's because the story itself is sad. Like, Team Rocket, for some reason, killed a Marowak, and probably because they were trying to capture... I don't even know exactly why off the top of my head, but they killed this Marowak, and its baby Cubone watched it happen, and it's just like... And you see this emotional reunion when you finally calm the spirit of Marowak by clearing out Team Rocket, using the Seal Scope, and revealing who it is. It's a whole sad thing. My encounter in here, I think you can technically encounter Ghastly as well as the Marowak, so I guess it just comes down to who I encounter first. If I encounter a Ghastly, it's not going to be Ghastly because it's randomized, but if I encounter Ghastly first, then that's who my encounter is going to be. But if I encounter the Marowak first, I get to have the level 30, I believe, Marowak, or whatever it gets randomized to. Instincts, as long as it doesn't have an ice move, Instinct is the best bet. Let's go to Minaj. That way we don't even risk it. Minaj needs some XP. Of course my attack falls. That's all I can use right now is my physical attack because I don't have Ice Punch yet. Ice Punch wouldn't be very helpful here, but... Oh, wow. Okay, I don't feel like this taking forever, so I'm just gonna switch. Instinct needs some health, so we'll just go to Instinct. Because hopefully we can make it through the whole Pokemon Tower without having to leave and come back. That would be the goal. The duo. I think with the duo we just stay here. Alright. Let's get Dozen out of the front. Put Patrick up there. Super potion. Oops. Okay. Frickin' Ghost. So I wonder if it's actually randomizing the ghost every time, because I don't know if you've noticed, but it's been like yellow, brown, and orange, the ghost itself, or yellow, brown, and green, the ghost itself. Master Ball. If it next legendary, that's all it's worth using on. Like a Mewtwo or something. So we have a guaranteed encounter hit at some point. Why do my legs itch? And that's exciting. We're gonna do Minaj now, because Minaj needs Ice Punch. Oh no, we have to do KFC. KFC is not even 30 yet. Okay, normal Pokeball. And this ghost is kind of just a normal, kind of blends in with the background. So yeah, I wonder if like they're all different typings. I don't think I've ever noticed that, or if that's like a design choice, like just randomize what color the thing is, because red and blue didn't have a whole lot of color to it other than red and blue. And that's only if you played those in the Game Boy Color. Other than that, they're like colorless. So I don't know if that was just a choice because they finally are allowed color with the Game Boy Color and Pokemon Yellow. You know, I was thinking more over it. I'm like so excited to play through Crystal because it's been a long time, and like the addition of the Gen 2 Pokemon, all the pacing as far as level pacing is kind of wonky. It still is just a sentimental favorite of mine, and this is probably like a fire one, right? I'm very excited to move through Crystal. And this is like poison or ghost, or maybe psychic. Yeah, I'm just wondering if they did all that on purpose. Did Moltres get a level up? We'll find out here. Well, you're not staying in, even if you did. You did not. And we are switching to Instinct. I know like a lot of people have rules against using legendaries in Nuzlocke runs. I'm like, it's randomized. If I get a legendary, I get a legendary. Like, I'm not gonna go through and get my randomized Zapdos encounter, my randomized Articuno encounter, because there's no trainers and it's going to be one of 5 Pokemon that are available in this generation. Right, because in this generation there's only Mew, Mewtwo, Articuno, Zapdos, Moltres, and if they're all randomized to legendaries, then the likelihood of me actually getting something worthwhile that I don't already have is... I mean, I don't have Mewtwo or Articuno. And just for clarity, Moltres is literally on the way. So I will be grabbing the Moltres encounter. Unless it's Zapdos or Moltres again. But... yeah, and I'm pretty sure I did randomize legendaries should be legendaries. So my hope is that that legendary is Articuno, Mewtwo, or Mew, and I don't catch those ahead of time. And that's likely what our Master Ball is going to be saved for. I didn't grab the item. But that's likely what our Master Ball is going to be saved for, is the final legendary right before the Elite Four. I don't know what I grabbed. Max Ether. Okay. I guess the unfortunate part is I don't think I have an escape rope, so I'm just gonna, when I come back through here, I'm gonna have to go back the long way. She's just walking back through it. You know what? Actually, I'll just skip over that. I'll cut all that out. Makes for more work on my end, but more entertainment on your end, which is worth it. So we're gonna climb our way up the tower. Then I'll cut to being out of the tower, and then we'll head over to Celadon and go straight to the gym. Because our level cap is 32, and we're on that level, basically, right now. And again, level cap being but when we enter the gym, so if anyone goes above level 32 with the trainers that are in the gym, which we will be battling all the trainers in the gym, and that's a big deal because Celadon has a lot of gym trainers. We will get, it's fine if they get over leveled at that point. Because I'm not doing hardcore and I'm not doing... It's my first Nuzlocke, so I'm not worried about being like the exact accurate to specific difficulties and all that stuff. So, what's with all these water types? It's really hard to level up a Firebird when there's a bunch of water types running around. I'm really worried about over-leveling Instinct at this point. I mean, I just will stop using it if it gets to it, because I need the coverage, but... And like to clean up the sprites in Gen 2. I think Gen 3 is when they like really started nailing the sprites, but even Gen 2s are pretty good. I probably should have just packed, but it's fine. Soda pop. Alright, another battle here. Like, this is probably an electric ghost. Like, I don't know if I've just never noticed that, or if that is, like, because of the randomizer. Either way, really cool detail. Because if it was originally in the games and I never noticed it, it's a really cool detail, because they're like, hey, there's a bunch of ghosts here, it's not just the big one at the end. But if it's only for the randomizer, that's also cool, because then, like, they took the time to be like, hey, this ghost is this color because of the typing, and that's still a really cool thing to see. Dratini, huh? Dratini can rap, which I'm not exactly a fan of. How much does Peck do? Okay, cool. 2-shot. Then it does not speed still. Alright. Free XP. X attack. Okay, this is as high as we go. So I'm gonna get back down to the bottom of this building, and you'll see me once we get down to the bottom. We can make our way towards Celadon. Okay, did some fun research on our levels. We're just gonna be over leveled for something. Because technically, the next stop is the game corner, including the Giovanni fight, and then also finishing Pokemon Tower is all supposed to be done level-wise before you battle the gym and Erica, which creates an issue because, well, frankly, I'm already over-leveled for the game corner and Pokemon Tower. So we're gonna, I mean, basically, I think our goal here is to just focus on the gym leaders as far as leveling. As far as leveling and over-leveling goes, I think our focus is just gonna be stay at or below the next gym leader's level. So Erica's 32, and that's, I mean, we're just gonna go straight there right now anyway. And then we'll use the XP we gain from the rocket hideouts to buff ourselves up to whatever the 5th gym leader. I forgot who the 5th gym leader is technically. Because, like, I could do Sabrina. Like, once I beat the game corner and Erica, once I beat the game corner, I could do Silphco. So it's kind of I'm kind of in a interesting situation with the levels things. I think this is gonna be like, this is kind of the slog of red, yellow, and blue, and fire red and leaf green, and let's go, is the rocket stuff isn't designed super well. And what I mean by that is it's in this section of the game where there's not really major level jumps, but there's a ton of trainers, and your Pokemon just kind of can and will run wild on the game. So our goal basically is I'm just going to get everything to 32 using all these trainers here and continue progressing. Because there's nothing else I can do. Like, I can't de-level myself, so we're just gonna head straight to Erica, get the rainbow badge so our level cap's a bit higher, and then I'll do some research on the next level cap and see where we're at and what gym leader is supposed to be after Erica, because I'd like to do them in the supposed to do order. I believe the one that's supposed to be after Erica is actually Sabrina, which, as I said earlier in the series, I believe is an issue because Sabrina, I believe, has a level 50 Alakazam. And if that's the case, then like it's gonna be kind of hard to stay level, because even the last fight with the rival has Pokemon that are below level 50. The last fight with the rival before the champion fight. So we're just gonna do our best, play it by ear. I might see which gym leader has the next highest level and try to do it that way, because technically once you once you get the Pokeflute, you technically have the ability to go all the way to Blaine and do Blaine before Erica. Blaine is supposed to be the 7th gym leader. Alright, there's our encounter down there. Hello. Yes, you do look silly standing there like this, because just a group of 4 people just standing in a row, facing opposite directions, waiting to battle people. Put this thing to sleep. Until Minaj gets Ice Punch, which is in 1 level. It's 31. This is just training Minaj. It's a slow, tedious grind. Once Minaj gets Ice Punch, its special attack is way higher than its physical attack anyways, and everything I have is physical on it. Like, Lick is physical, Double Slap is physical. So having Ice Punch will be really nice to start actually giving levels on Minaj. Probably get rid of Double Slap because Lick still has uses against ghost types. Come on. No, you've got a lot of Pokemon. We're gonna put you to sleep. It didn't work. And you growled me, so I'm definitely not fighting this thing with Lapras. I mean, with Minaj. Just gonna put you to sleep. Leech Seed you to do side damage, and then we're gonna go out to probably Nidoqueen. Just because Nidoqueen needs the levels. What was once our carry is kind of falling behind. What's funny is that it's still realistically one of our best Pokemon, if not our best Pokemon. Its coverage is really good. It's only going to get better and just powerful. Ice Punch, baby! Goodbye, Double Slap. Yes. Now we have some stuff cooking. Did look it up also. Jinx does not get any psychic moves by level up in Gen 1. So we are gonna have to go with hoping to get another psychic TM. You know, I also have Executor on the team, which is a psychic type that doesn't learn any psychic moves by level up. But it already has Psybeam, so if I have to leave it with Psybeam and move over to Jinx as our primary, I have no problem with that. So the reason I'm using Lick is while Ice Punch is stab and Jinx's special attack is better, Kadabra's physical defense is terrible, and okay, come on. Kinesis did a lot to my accuracy. And a para. I think it just would, and its special defense is decent, and I just think it ultimately was going to be faster to use Lick. My issue was the accuracy drops. Okay, so there's Saffron. Vulpix. Ice type, I didn't switch to Nidoqueen up front, which is what I needed to do. So last episode I mentioned that my other channel is Porygon Pete, and that is because Porygon is my favorite Pokemon. My favorite evolution line, and Porygon, the original, is my favorite Pokemon. I just love how it, like, wasn't meant to be. It's just kind of funny to say, but, like, it was like a computer-made Pokemon, and it, yeah, I don't know, I really enjoy Porygon. Cool shape, cool lore, cool backstory, and, hey! It just gets overlooked a lot too, and its special attack is good. Porygon 1 is really good in most Little Cups, where you play with only fully unevolved Pokemon. Access to an insane move pool and decent special attack plus good bulk. I went to the wrong Pokemon. Yeah, I was supposed to go to Dozen. And then Porygon 2 has been used in VGC throughout the years with the Eviolite, Trick Room Setter, also decent special attack. And then Porygon Z hasn't really seen a lot of competitive use, but it's still like a good A tier in most tournaments it's used in. Alright, so just so you know, if you ever want to do the Mew glitch, after you do everything else I already talked about, which includes skipping the trainer back on the route above Cerulean on the way to Bill's house that I pointed out in this series, you get to this part of the game, and what you're going to do, you also need Fly, which I don't have. What you're going to do is, once I go down one step, the trainer that's down there is going to see me and want to battle. You have to try to hit start right as you're stepping down, and the trainer notices you. And if it works, you'll be able to fly and if you go battle that other trainer, then go encounter anything, and it should be Mew. Just for when I remember it. But again, we're just gonna do this battle because I'm not glitching anything here. Just fun facts. Why basic little Nidoran? Let's use Ice Punch. Oh yeah. That's so much better. Jinx is like worthwhile now. Good against grass types, good against flying types, dragon counter. Jinx is serving its purpose. I'm gonna go with Instinct. Because we're close enough to the gym at this point, I don't feel like we need to. If I need to, I will just grind up the rocket grunts beneath the game corner to get up to get everyone up to 32. No, we have the trainers in the gym, so yeah, I feel good with where we're at. I don't think anyone's gonna end up over leveled or under leveled. You kind of think of it like from a game design standpoint, you want to give enough experience to make sure that your trainers can get all the experience they need for every major battle. But at the same time, you don't want to give them so much that if they do everything like I like to do, because I don't know if it's OCD or what, I have a hard time doing open world games because I want to do everything that's possible. I don't know if that's a completionist mindset or a little bit of OCD, I'm not exactly sure. But I have a hard time playing open world games because I just get so caught up in trying to do everything that I never end up beating the game. Like, I've put in almost 200 hours into Assassin's Creed Odyssey and have not beaten it. And whenever I think about going back to play Assassin's Creed Odyssey, I get caught up by the fact that I'm not sure that I want to continue sinking hours into a game that I'm pretty sure I'm not even like halfway done with. For reference, Assassin's Creed Odyssey is one of the largest, not Assassin's Creed maps ever made. I think it's smaller than Valhalla, technically, but and you can essentially reach everywhere on the map without progressing the story past the tutorial. You have to do the tutorial, but once you get your ship and make landfall again, you can go wherever you want to go. There are natural difficulty spikes in certain very strong enemies that are hunting you that help to say, hey, you probably shouldn't be here yet, but you can technically go wherever you want to go. And the issue with that is, if you're like me, you went wherever you wanted to go. Because I'm like, the first thing I'm going to do with an Assassin's Creed game is I'm going to fill in the map as much as I can. If it stops me, cool. It just helps me with my completionist mind. So just things to keep, so it kind of creates the issue. So anyway, that's where, I don't know where I was going with that. That's why I like battling every trainer, searching every piece of the map to get items, because it's just part of my completionist mindset. I'm just used to it at this point. And I don't have a problem with the extra grind or whatever, the extra few seconds it takes to go search a corner, because it's like, what if there's something good there? So yeah, that's that whole story. Hey, my first thunder miss. Second thunder miss. I was gonna say, like, thunder has a decently high chance to miss, and I hadn't missed yet, and I was kind of feeling bad, and, well, there you go. Finish it off with water gun, get a good chunk of XP for Patrick, because it's a fully evolved starter. Let's go grab our first things first. I need super potion menage. And we're gonna go grab our encounter on this route. I'm excited to grab so that once everything is set. Okay, that's dupes because I just got a war turtle. So we're running from that and hoping to run into anything else that we haven't already caught on the second encounter. Right on. I don't believe I caught one of these yet. Don't really know how to damage you other than the classic leech seed, put you to sleep combination. Yeah, Lovely Kiss is just broken. I don't want to use Ice Punch because I think Ice Punch might actually kill it. Because it is weak to ice. So I'm like totally content just using Lick, whittling it down. It's gonna get whittled down slowly because of the leech seed. Alright, now we just start throwing Pokeballs. Nice, a Rhydon. We did not already have Rhydon. Not coming on the team, but it's a really good backup for Nidoqueen. We already have one that's better in Nidoking, but it's still... So we have a really good backup for our backup, which is always nice. In honor of the ECW legend, go with Rhino. I didn't even realize how long I've been recording. Oh, so there's nothing here. Yeah, I didn't realize how long I'd been recording, and I know there's a bit of a cut at the beginning, but I don't think it's much. So unfortunately, I think we're gonna have to cut it at the end of this little bit. Because I'm trying to keep these around 30 minutes. So this is just good conversation, good grind. We're gonna get another encounter here for sure, though. Yeah, we're gonna grab this encounter, which I believe, just to make sure I'm not cheating, that's 7. Oops. Oop. Yeah, that's 8, 7. Yep, cool. So let's get a Route 7 encounter, which we gave up when, well, we didn't give up. We didn't use when we were Gloom. We already have a Parfin. Yeah, we didn't use this encounter when we could have, when we were exploring and getting the stones. That is a new one. Alright, Dugong, Water Ice. Wow, this thing is just evading attacks. Immediately wakes up too. Man, this thing is playing hard to get. There's no abilities. There's no way it has early bird yet. Okay. Or insomnia. Thank you. I was gonna say, I think from full, I think it would take an ice punch, but I don't know anymore. I'm not gonna risk it. I'm just gonna go with Wix. Once it gets into yellow, just start. Oh, it switched to yellow. Okay. Oops. Chucking balls. What's really cool is we have a lot of decent power in the PC. Like, if something goes wrong and something faints, like, we have decent backups. Like, this might even be a good Jinx backup. In honor of one of my favorite starters. Go with Poplio. Get Poplio in the game before it was actually part of the game. Alright. And with all that being done and over with, we're gonna heal. And then we're gonna cut this episode here. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy, like, subscribe, leave a comment. Let me know what you're thinking of the series. Next episode is going to be a Celadon heavy series. I don't think we're going to be leaving Celadon. We've got the battle with Erica. We've got the game corner. We're going to go get our EV encounter. It's going to be lots of fun. Can't wait to see you there. Have a great day, y'all.